If you think there's nothing to do in Newcastle and Lawrence County, then think again. Always stay connected to NCTV45 to receive the information on events going on in and around the area on a daily basis. Programs to view are NewsWatch, The Morning Show, and Community Happenings. NCTV45 takes pride in bringing you the event and organization info that you want. NCTV45 is the #1 media source locally. NCTV45, anytime on your time.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
The NewsWatch, and this in lawmakers request federal regulatory relief for faith-based adoption agencies in an effort to ensure more children find their forever family. State Representative Aaron Bernstein sent a letter last week to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services requesting relief from federal regulations he says are being unconstitutionally imposed and faith-based adoption and foster care agencies in Pennsylvania. The letter was sent to HHS Secretary of Administration for Children and Families, Lynn Johnson, who co-signed by more than 35 members of the Pennsylvania legislature. In the letter, Bernstein notes that the Wolf administration is forcing Catholic and other faith-based adoption and foster agencies to choose between maintaining and living out their religious beliefs and participating in federal Title 4E program, the Pennsylvania SWAN, State Adoption and Pregnancy Network program. Religious agencies have been the backbone of the adoption and foster care services system for decades, said Bernstein. Without appropriate relief, these agencies will be forced to either adopt their religious beliefs or abandon their ministry to help children in crisis. This letter cites a similar HHS exemption granted to South Carolina in January and comments made by President Donald Trump at the National Prayer Breakfast in February. Bernstein also noted that his letter is intended to echo requests for a federal exemption made by the Pennsylvania Catholic Charities and faith-based agencies. And we want to thank State Representative Aaron Bernstein and all the other legislatures for working and sending in this protection, said Eric Falling, Executive Director of the Pennsylvania Catholic Conference. For a combined 269 years, our Catholic dioceses have provided adoption services for people in our state. 4 of our dioceses serve over 580 children in 2018 alone. It's unthinkable that these critical services should be stopped for political reasons. Now, I want to thank Aaron for sending that in, and we're going to take this break, and we'll return to NewsWatch right after we hear from these great sponsors who keep community television on the air for you.
NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train.
Today's program was provided through funding from Coney Island downtown in downtown Newcastle, a Newcastle tradition. NewsWatch, always keeping you informed, and the band Total Package will be performing Saturday, April 6th at Gallows. Now, Gallows Italian Restaurant right up on 18 next to McDonald's. Benefit the Lawrence County Animal Relief Fund. $15 per person age 21 and over. Harley Shove and Gloria Stump they sent in this message, and I wanted you to know, and it sounds like a great time. So go up, watch Total Package, and you'll be totally entertained. Now, we're going to take this break on NewsWatch and hear from these community sponsors who would like to hear from you.
NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train. Parkstown Restaurant has been serving the greater Newcastle area with quality and experience in family dining and great entertainment. The Parkstown Restaurant, located at 2800 West State Street, Newcastle. Eat in or take out.
These fine businesses provided funding for this program. Gatherings, Town and Country, and On Target. Always a pleasure on NewsWatch, and this very important as we cruise through and come ever closer to summer now. I have my soup right here, and there's some children that may not have the ability to get anything to eat. Well, here you go. This is the annual fundraiser for Lawrence County Children's Summer Food Program. It's the 7th annual Empty Bowls Dinner, Saturday, April 6th from 4 to 6 at the Newcastle Junior Senior High School, 300 East Lincoln Avenue. Tickets are $10. Children under 12 eat free. And they're going to have different vendors there dishing out their specialties of soup for the dinner. So make sure that you stop by the Newcastle High School from 4 to 6. And then after, you may want to stop by the play. Mamma Mia will be at the Newcastle Junior Senior High School this weekend, starting Thursday, and it will run through the weekend. Now, NewsWatch will roll on, but first we have to hear from these community sponsors who would love to hear from you. Program was provided through funding from Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. A special thanks to Cedars, featuring Middle Eastern, Italian, and American cuisine. welcome to, yes, you got it, Cedar Sports Corner. Well, let's take a look at Major League Baseball. Bucks walk away with a 2-0 win yesterday over the Reds, while the Indians, they topped the Blue Jays. And the Yankees, they were out in front of the Orioles 8-4. Elsewhere, you've got the Texas Rangers in a slugfest, 11-4 over the Angels. And I do want to mention the Athletics, who won 7-3. Now, Mets were losers, 4-0 to the Nationals. As we get to today's games, your Bucks taking on the Reds at home down in Pittsburgh. Indians up on the reservation have the Blue Jays. The Dodgers, they'll be at the Rockies, while the Mariners will be at the White Sox. Rays will be at the Giants. Twins will be at the Phillies. And the Red Sox will be at the Diamondbacks. And I barely could say that, and I'm not sure why. Over in hockey, your Pens get a 4-1 victory. And how's today's games? Light schedule in the NHL. Kings at the Ducks, Stars at the Blackhawks, and it is the Blue Jackets taking on the Rangers. Now, over in the NBA, and last night the Sixers drop a 6-point game to the Milwaukee Bucks. Cleveland loses to the Kings 117-104. And the Warriors, they top the Lakers 108-90. I guess LeBron isn't happy. Today's games, and not a real heavy schedule, but Spurs are at the Wizards. The Celtics, they're taking on the Pacers. The Raptors are at the Hornets. The Hawks at the Magic. Kings at the Rockets. The Timberwolves, they're at home with the Heat. And Pistons will take on the Thunder, while the Grizzlies visit the Mavericks. Lakers are at the Clippers. Cavs are at the Warriors. Trailblazers are at the Nuggets. Pelicans are at the Suns. And the Kings are at the Jazz. Now that was the Cedar Sports Corner, and enjoy. Go to Cedars, get some great food, watch the games. It's a great event, and you got to do it. Now we're going to take a time out, and make sure you have that fish sandwich. It's a perfect thing for a Friday. We're going to take a time out. We'll be right back.
NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train.
Today's program furnished by funding from Bill's Bake Shop, where smiles are everywhere. This program furnished by a grant from Ferrone Brothers, 2 locations, Newcastle on Mill Street, and Wilmington Road in Newcastle. This program, furnished by a grant from Keystone Specialty, Newcastle's party store on Mill Street in Newcastle.
They had it again this year. It was the juried art competition, and now opening in the main galleries are more than 447 works submitted by 147 artists for this year's competition. 75 works were chosen for exhibition by juror Kurt Shaw, a noted Pittsburgh art critic. Now, the exhibit runs through May 30th, and first place went to Koi, Oil by David Warner. He's from Meadville. Second place went to Budding Chestnuts. Okay, Maggie Ashton, and she's from Greensboro, PA. And third place, In Defense of Intellect by Brian Collins, and he's from West Virginia. There were a lot of great artworks, and we congratulate all those who entered. And, well, go up, take a look, and enjoy at the Hoyt. We're going to take this break, and we'll return with a whole bunch more NewsWatch after we hear from these great sponsors.
NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train.
Today's program was provided through funding from Coney Island downtown in downtown Newcastle, a Newcastle tradition.
Always a pleasure to see you on NewsWatch, and this in from Vision Ministries, Pathway to Freedom. Yes, this is the third annual Braveheart Dinner, and NCTV45 will be there. Testimonial dinner, April 7th, at the New England Banquet Center. Now, the 7th is Sunday, and tickets are still available. The doors open at 5, and the program begins promptly at 5:45. Ends at 8:30, and the Braveheart Testimonial Dinner recognizes and honors courageous individuals who, with the grace of God, have battled the disease of addiction and have won. Honoree speakers, Mildred Boyd, Michael Kavanaugh, Allie Brown, Sean Johnson, Colleen Creasy. Special guests, Tony Court, Mayor of Elwood City, and Hall of Fame inductee, Michael DeLeon, CEO of Steered Straight, Steve True, LPC Chief of Quantum Revolution, Jeff Potter, former Detroit Tiger and speaker, Tracy Hack, Community Development, and Jack Zarinzik. Yeah, former GM for Seattle and now does some radio with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Tickets are $35. Please call Randy Crum at 724-730-1234 or Vaughn Creasy 724-730-0978 or Dan Bailey 724-657-7466, and they will make sure that you have the tickets and you're ready to go. Now we're going to take this break. We'll be back on NewsWatch with a whole bunch more after this.
NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train.
Today's program furnished by funding from Bill's Bake Shop, where smiles are everywhere. This program furnished by a grant from Ferrone Brothers, 2 locations, Newcastle on Mill Street and Wilmington Road in Newcastle. This program furnished by a grant from Keystone Specialty, Newcastle's party store on Mill Street in Newcastle.
Facing addiction. Yes, Saturday, April 6th, Victory Christian Center, 10 to 12. 2009 North Mercer Street in Newcastle. Pastor Alonzo Waters residing. Presented by Michael DeLeon. Challenging pastors and church families, also the unchurched, to join in this astronomical battle against the disease of addiction. Erase the stigma and educate our community on how we can better serve those who suffered in the throes of addiction and seek the faith-based community's help in overcoming it. It's a free event. Love offering will be taken. Free educational materials will be given. And Michael's documentaries will be available for donation. Now, this is Victory Christian Center from 10 to 12, 2009 North Mercer Street in Newcastle. For more information, call 724-944-9431 and check out that great program. We're going to take this break on NewsWatch. We'll return right after this.
NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train.
This program was provided through funding from Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. A special thanks to Cedars, featuring Middle Eastern, Italian, and American cuisine. A special thanks to the YMCA for caring about the Lawrence County community and providing funding for this program. A special thank you to Tuscany Square Restaurant, Wilmington and Mitchell Roads, for providing funding for this program.
NCTV45 keeping you informed, and this being Thursday, it's time to look at your Fish Fry Friday. St. James the Apostle, Ron's Fish Dinners from 4 to 7. Baked or fried fish, $11 for adults, $5 for kids. There's french fries, there's pierogies, there's green beans, there's tossed salad, coleslaw, roll bread, butter, beverage, and dessert. They also have a sandwich and fries for $6, and that's from 11 to 1 only. Call 724-964-8047 for more information. Now, continuing on, St. Vincent de Paul, and if you saw Father Mack, he said, you have a very, very good fish fry. From 11:30 to 6, they have baked or fried fish. Sandwiches are $9, $10 for dinners, which include 2 sides, bread, butter, ice cream. Children's meals are $5. They have a shrimp basket for $10. Their side options are macaroni and cheese, french fries, green beans, coleslaw, cabbage, and noodles. Call 724-652-5538, extension 6 or extension 8 for that. And that's St. Vincent de Paul. Now, St. Vitus, why they have from 4 to 6 during Lent, whole pizza, fish sandwiches. They have new menu options. Ready to heat, pasta fazool, halushki, mac and cheese. And also remember to call between 7:30 and 3:30 to place your order. You can call 724-654-9297 and pick up some great food. Now, that was your Fish Fry Friday report, and we're going to take this break, and we'll return right after these messages.
Tuscany Square Restaurant, 3470 Wilmington Road, where old world charm meets the modern conveniences of today. Spacious seating and amenities await. Fresh ingredients that make that just right pizza or entree. It's Tuscany Square for your next event. Stop and see us or give us a call at 724-654-0365.
Welcome once again to Lawrence County 45 weather, and a little rain last night, and that was something we told you were going to expect, with an overnight low of 43. Now, as you look at the local radar, rain stretching from Cleveland on south through western Pennsylvania, and the national scene shows a lot better depiction of that as you see rain in and off to our west. So how's your weather looking today? Rain likely, cloudy 57, chance of rain 70%. Now tonight, rain drops off to only 20% chance with a mostly cloudy low of 43, and then tomorrow we start the dry out. Partly cloudy, 64. Saturday night, partly cloudy, 44. And in comes Sunday. Sunshine, 71. Get out and enjoy. Now, Sunday night, cloudy, 57. 60% chance of rain. And then, Karen, if rainy days and Mondays get you down, you're not going to like this Monday. Cloudy, 67, 70% chance of rain, while your Monday, mostly cloudy and 48. Tuesday, partly sunny with a high of 64. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 38. Wednesday, partly sunny and 55. Wednesday night, mostly cloudy and 39. And Thursday, showers likely, mostly cloudy, 59, 60% chance of rain. Now that was Lawrence County 45 weather, and we're going to take this break, and we'll be right back with a whole bunch more after we hear from these great sponsors.
Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450. Newcastle's community television station.
NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train.
This program was provided through funding from Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. A special thanks to Cedars, featuring Middle Eastern, Italian, and American cuisine. A special thanks to the YMCA for caring about the Lawrence County community and providing funding for this program. A special thank you to Tuscany Square Restaurant, Wilmington and Mitchell Roads, for providing funding for this program.
NewsWatch rolls on. It's the third annual Braveheart Testimonial Dinner. If you recall, we did this last year, and it was in our programming day on Monday. It's at the New Englander Banquet Center. Doors open at 5. The program begins at 5:45, and we'll hope to end by 8:30. Jack Zarinzik's going to be there. Mildred Boyd, Colleen Creasy, Sean Johnson, Allie Brown, just to name a few. Tickets are $35. Call Randy Crum at 724-730-1234 or Vaughn Creasy, 724-301-0978, or Dan Bailey, 724-657-4666. This is about the people that have battled the disease of addiction and have won with the grace of God. They've been saved, and it's a very good program. We carried it last year. We look forward to being there this year. So make sure you get to the testimonial dinner for Braveheart. Now, we're going to be back with a whole bunch more right after we hear from these great sponsors.
NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train.
This program furnished by the MAD Unit, Mobile Auto Detailing. See Michael Sad at themadunit.com. This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535. Funding for this program furnished by Mary's Turner's Day Spa, Wilmington Road, Neshannock Township, Newcastle.
As we get to the weekend, entertainment options abound. Yes, at the Playhouse, they have a play written within a play. The name of this hilarious theater group trying desperately to create a new murder mystery is Play On. Now that's at the Annex at the Newcastle Playhouse. Also, please remember that Mamma Mia is showing at the Newcastle Junior Senior High School. Mamma Mia, great play featuring music from that great group ABBA. I think it's going to be a smash hit. And also, Saturday, April 6th, Nova Wine Cellars in Pulaski, Marco Belisco, he's going to be playing, and this is a great event. It starts at 7. So, and you know Marco Belisco from different places we've had him on, and he's a great guy, and I wish him all the best. So now we're going to take this break on NewsWatch, hear from these great sponsors. We'll return right after these messages.
There's more than meets the eye. You gotta give them a Newcastle a try. The right small town for living. Look around.
NCTV45, The Train. Anytime on your time.
Welcome back, and we hope you've enjoyed NCTV45's NewsWatch Nightly. We attempt to bring you news and views and stuff that is going on that probably affects you that you might miss from one day to the next. And as you're sitting around tonight, make sure you tell a friend about NCTV45. They'll be glad you did. And by all means, get a second cup of coffee and maybe another piece of pie. And have a pleasant evening in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. Have a great evening, everybody, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Got my ticket for the midnight plane, and it's not easy.